This is DuckTales Remastered, developed by Wayforward and published by Capcom, released on August 13th, 2013 for Wii U eShop, PSN, PC on Steam, and on September 11th it'll be coming to Xbox Live Arcade. The game costs $15 and there's also a physical version exclusively for PlayStation 3 that contains a download voucher for the game and also a DuckTales collector's pin. For those of you that don't know, DuckTales Remastered is a remake of the NES classic DuckTales that was originally released in 1989 and developed by Capcom. To start off, there's 3 difficulty levels to choose from in DuckTales Remastered. There's easy, medium, and hard, and once you complete the hard difficulty, you unlock an extreme difficulty level. After an opening cutscene, the game starts off with a prologue level very similar to the first level in Mega Man X, which teaches you the fundamentals of the game. I don't want to show too much of it here since it's an all new level and I'm trying to keep this review as spoiler free as possible, so let's move on. Once you finish the new prologue level, you'll be put into a hub area which contains a computer to choose your level, exactly like the original DuckTales on NES. Then they've added Scrooge's money bin for taking a money dip, and there's also a room where you can purchase unlockable concept art, the soundtrack, and even some artwork from the TV show with your hard-earned cash. Your unlockables do permanently save, so you don't have to worry about losing them if you start a new playthrough on a harder difficulty.
Aye, of course I do.
Great! Then I'll be your eyes in the sky.
Oh, I'd be happy if you just keep your eyes on the sky for once. What an airhead.
Hey, I heard that.
Now then, ancient Incan legends claim the king's scepter was locked away in a giant temple of the clouds, and it should be dead ahead.
Gee, Mr. McGee, I see a lot of clouds, but no temple.
You wouldn't, Launchpad. The legend says the temple was hidden away from all but King Manco Capquack himself. But there's bound to be a way to reveal it buried somewhere in this overgrown salad bowl, and I'm not leaving till I find it.
A big part of the game are the cutscenes. The cutscenes tell a story that feels like a lost episode of DuckTales. That's certainly a good thing, but it's not without its drawbacks. At times, they break up the action too much, and they start to give the feeling of, oh my god, will you just let me play the game? But they are easily skippable, so it's not that big of a deal. But still a gripe of mine to have the action broken up so frequently. This is especially an issue on the Amazon level, where you get a cutscene every time you collect a coin, and there's quite a few of them scattered throughout the level. Like I said, you can skip them, but ultimately you're probably going to want to watch all the cutscenes, at least on your first playthrough, that way you understand the story, and the story is really well written.
You haven't stumbled across a pizza joint down there, have you, Mr. McGee? I'm getting kind of hungry up here.
Next, I want you to just take a second, take it all in, check out these visuals, just look.
But you better stick close to me, just in case.
Beautiful, isn't it? Wayforward did an excellent job with the graphics in this game with hand-drawn animations very similar to the way Disney did their cartoons in the early 90s. Everything from the backgrounds, to the characters, to the enemies, bosses, just everything in this game is so detailed and well animated with an impressive attention to detail, drawing lots of inspiration from the DuckTales cartoon show. The next part of the game that I want to draw your attention to are these minecart sections that have been greatly expanded from the original NES version, which they were very short. These are pretty cool. They remind me a lot of Donkey Kong Country. Not much to say about them. You just ride along the minecart, you gotta duck, jump, collect gems, and get from point A to point B. But they're well done and they're pretty fun.
Nearly lost my hat on that one.
The game does a great job of utilizing the many characters from the DuckTales universe, such as Bubba Duck, Fenton, Gyro, Mrs. Beakley, and more. Next, I want you to listen. You hear that? That is the sweet sound of a Jake Kaufman remix serenading your eardrums. Jake Bert Kaufman composed the soundtrack for DuckTales Remastered and did a great job taking classic tunes and remastering them to fit the style of the game. And he also composed some new tracks for the game, but I won't go into too much detail about those, since I don't want to spoil anything for those of you that haven't had the chance to play the game yet. With that said, his new original music he composed fits right in with the classic stuff, and it's all there. For those of you getting ready to light your torches and grab your pitchforks, you can put them away. His version of the moon theme is superb and is sure to delight fans that have been anxiously awaiting it since the game was originally announced.
Maybe I'm a wee bit too hard on the lad. Now, only 2 more parts to find, and we can break into that
DuckTales
moonboat.
Remastered has all 5 levels from the original DuckTales on NES, with the addition of the prologue level I mentioned earlier, and also an all-new level that takes the place of visiting Transylvania again after having completed the main 5 levels. I'm not going to say what this level is or go into any detail about it, since I don't want to spoil it, and trust me, it's worth playing for yourself to find out. General level structure for the game has been increased. Basically, Wayforward just took the NES version and expanded it. They added more elaborate boss fights and even more hidden secrets. There is a hidden heart container on each of the original 5 levels to extend your health bar, which helps make the game a bit easier, as it could be kind of tough at the start, some of the boss fights especially, since they're much longer than the NES version. Well, hopefully I did a good job explaining the game for both veterans and newcomers alike without spoiling too much of the game's charm that should be experienced firsthand. All things considered, DuckTales Remastered is an excellent game with great visuals, an amazing soundtrack, and spot-on controls that make this a must-play game for any fan of the DuckTales IP or fans of the original NES game. I give DuckTales Remastered an 8.5 out of 10. Buy it! Buy it now! Go, go, go! Blatherin', blatherskite, Mr. McD! Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy the game as much as I did. Till next time, gamers.